All right, all right. What's up, folks? Let me speak about this announcement coming from ABC about the return of Jimmy Kimmel to his nighttime show on Tuesday, so tomorrow. I'd say that Jimmy is making a major, major career mistake. This is a defining moment for his career, for his legacy, and everything that the comic should represent as far as standing up to the challenge of a weak network, a network with weak executives. Jimmy should not return to that show, especially on that network, unless that executive who made the decision to cancel his show behind that scumbag Charlie, who lost his life for running his mouth to someone who probably at one point in life supported him. He said something that offended that dude, and it ended up costing him in for his hatred. But for an executive to fire him off of the pressure of a just lost-minded dude sitting in the White House, an apprentice sitting in the White House, Jimmy should boycott a return to his show until that executive resign, until the board over at ABC removes the executive that made the decision to suspend him over nothing, out of pure cowardice. And that's the stand Jimmy should take. Otherwise, you'll see Jimmy returning to the show and being changed, his jokes not flying off the way that they're supposed to, him being reserved about the type of comments he makes, whether or not there's restrictions on what he can talk about, and ultimately it kills over the show, and then it kills off fans from wanting to follow him because he's no longer viewed as being real. He's being viewed as a guy who's avoiding censorship and whatever else restrictions placed on his ability to speak as he's always spoken since the beginning of his show. And that's the defiance he should show. And that's the type of boycott he should go about, and making sure he forces the hand of ABC and having the support of fans that they fired that damn executive and the rest of that executive team over there that's weak as hell and weak with every network. And to be honest, man, I think the network should die off. I think people should do less of watching TV, turn the TVs off, you can find better content there on YouTube, and people being more independent in what they speak about through the other social media platforms. And now that it's been kind of exposed that government money, is the deciding factor in the type of programming that television has put out for decades. And that's something that this dude should be opposed to, because your livelihood was put at stake over cowardice of whatever this executive is that never stood up with a challenge. He ain't have the heart to stand up to this clown like the Ivy League universities, Harvard, when he threatened money and all that. They took a stand against that bozo. But that's all I got. But we'll see the way this one plays out. But I guarantee it plays out bad for Jimmy Kimmel if he returns to that network without taking a real revolutionary stand on what was done. But that's all I got. Peace.